London, London, Walthamstow to Brixton. London, London, Tower Bridge to Richmond. Once there was a story that was often told. It said the streets of London were paved with gold.
Hi, I'm Ray Shell, the director of A Dream Across the Ocean. This is our second day of rehearsal. Second day of rehearsal, and we're just having what we've had 2 full-on days. What we're doing now is basically I just finished having a meeting with my choreographer. This is Cyrus Brandon. Cyrus, say hi.
Hi, how you doing? How you doing?
Say more than that.
You know, I'm the new choreographer of the show. It's a very exciting project. Been just going through the scenes, working out what we're going to be doing with the different musical numbers and stuff. Very exciting stuff. The music is great. I'm loving it. So much inspiration from all the different kind of music going on.
He's 19 years old.
Yeah, I'm 19. This is my first choreography challenge, which is very exciting for me. So it's going to be a great experience for me.
And he's an amazing dancer. In fact, we got some incredible dancers. We have a young man called Leighton Williams, who is the first black Billy Elliot. They let black people do that show. You know what I mean? So we're going to make use of all the things he can do. We have Bunmi. I can't even say Bunmi's last name. I called her Bunmi Pearson. It wasn't right. She played Mercy in EastEnders. And it's a fabulous class. Shauna Della, Shagan, I can't say Shagan's last name. Yeah. And so we've got a wonderful company that will be presenting something that hasn't been seen before in this country. In fact, hasn't been seen anywhere, which is the story of the Pentecostal movement in Great Britain. And my experience, my theater experiences range from shows like Jesus Christ Superstar to Starlight Express and Hair and all those kinds of things. And I think that this reminds me of a hybrid of Hair and things like Rent, things like, you know, it has elements of all those different kinds of what I call pop musical shows. Lady sitting next to me is Helen. She's our deputy stage manager. Helen, how has it been with you, for you?
Really hard work today. Because I'm just writing down all the moves and direction that Ray's giving to the actors, and I have to record that on the script, because that's the thing that I use to run the show during the performance. So I need everything Ray says gets written down in that book.
It's the Bible of the
It
production.
Is, yeah.
And, you know, once we actually get that together, once we have to recreate the show, because as far as I'm concerned, this is just the beginning of it. It's unusual. My mother always told me I'm a church boy. My daddy was a Pentecostal minister. My mother has a church in North Carolina in the USA, which my brother is the pastor of. And she always said that God's going to get you. You're going to come back, and here I am. And I tend to think that the story about what I call my kind of people, the church people, the church family that I came from, hasn't been really told on stage before. You've had things like The Preacher's Wife with Whitney Houston, but having a theatrical event, it hasn't really. They had Mama, I Want to Sing, but that was an American experience. And I think that what's important about this is that Black Britain has a story that hasn't been told as well. And I think that what people need to understand is there's a reason for the anger of the young people here, which I didn't even understand. When I first came, I would say to my friends, look, they never made you slaves. Why are you fighting and carrying on? But the fact of the matter is, the people that, the Caribbean family that came here was invited here. They were invited here. And when you're invited to be a part of a family, it's like, okay, come here, we want you, you've done it, bye, get out. And that's what happened. And I think that the first generations of black people that came here had to hold it down because they had their families here. They didn't know what the host family was going to do. We found that later on from the riots and from the bombings and stuff like that. And so you get a generation of young people now who are not going to take what their uncles and mamas and fathers went through. I mean, the sad thing about it is it's come to a point that instead of their turning their anger into something positive, most of them are, but there's still an element whose anger is turning on each other. And now you're getting those stabbings, you're getting these post-Cold Wars, and without their understanding where that anger comes from. And I think what Dream Across is, not even I think, I know a Dream Across the Ocean is what our attempt to answer that to the mainstream and also to the young people who don't know as much history as they should know. And should I shut up? What I will say is that you've got to get your tickets to come to see this because the tickets are going really, really quickly. And the more press and stuff that comes out, it's only 2 performances, 3 if you're lucky, you know, at this stage. But in order for there to be a future for this show, you got to support this show for us now. I mean, ladies, you know, young, you know, you're getting that. We got a whole company of that like that, you know, over here, and we're gonna make this the best production that I have been involved in. So support us, and we'll be doing some more blogs, and now you get sick of hearing from me. But once the cast gets in here later on this week, we'll get some things from them as well. Bless you, thank you, support us. See you at the show.
London, London, Walthamstow to Brixton, London, London, Tower Bridge to Richmond. Once there was a story that was often told.